and Sean Baligian wake you up every Monday through Friday on Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports. That's right, Big D Energy has moved to mornings. Get your morning dose of Neal's tone and Sean's insanity. Weekdays 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Two Detroit sports legends coming together for the best Detroit sports morning show there is. Big D Energy, waking you up weekdays on Detroit's #1 sports network.
Yo, 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 welcome back to another week of Big D Energy right here on the Woodward Sports Network. My name is Neal Ruhl. That guy is Sean Baligian here in the house. What?
Oh, so many magical things. That's all.
Thriving.
Thriving. Do you understand? There's something to be said when you're thriving in life.
Thriving is absolutely the word. Trust everybody had a great weekend. Sean, how was it, man?
You know what? It was a nothing weekend, which was awesome.
Yes.
Caught up on a lot of sleep. Ate so much barbecue on Sunday. I was physically sick yesterday.
Okay.
So you know it's a good time when that happens.
Absolutely.
Right? How about you?
It was cool. Left here Friday, went to the golf course, had fun up until about the 16th hole. It got cold, like quick. The weather sucked on Saturday. That was tough. But I went out in the rain, power washed the deck. I was so pissed. And then yesterday kind of made me mad, too. I was like, where was this all weekend?
Dude,
but whatever, we got one. So it was okay.
Yesterday was perfect. Like, no joke. Like
It was.
Perfect. And, you know, for me, and I know I'm talking to the wrong guy because you like that 90s stuff, like KG, like 78 degrees with that warm sun. It was like, yeah, okay, cool. You can do this for the next 3 months. That'd be cool.
And that's the story. We're home free now, it looks like, for the next couple of weeks, as a matter of fact. KG in the building.
Yeah, very relaxing weekend. It's amazing what that extra day does, man. That extra, like Monday, it just hits so good.
It's real.
Yeah, but on the flip side of that, you turn the computer off for 3 days, and I'm dealing with all hell back here. So good morning, fellas.
JB Smoove in the building.
What's going on?
Birthday weekend.
Birthday weekend for JB Smoove. Happy birthday for yesterday.
Yes. Thank
Happy
you.
birthday.
Shout out everyone for all the birthday wishes. I really do appreciate it.
How did this one rank among all-time birthdays?
It was cool, but it's starting to be just another day.
I'll get used to it.
It's getting to that age,
Yeah.
you know.
It's over, JB. All right.
I
It's
know.
You had a
over.
good run.
The thrill is over.
The thrill is over, man. Welcome to Monday or Sunday or whatever day that is. Get into that Woodward Sports chat thread. Get your thoughts out there, and we'll be doing it. Got a lot of stuff to get to, obviously. We're going across the whole board today, I guess you could say. Got a Red Wings thing a little bit later on as well. I locked in last night.
Good game.
Hurricanes Habs.
Good game. They're running out of gas. There's something to be said, and I think we'll apply this to the NBA as well. When you have one team that has played long series and the other team has not played long series, eventually it catches up to you. And they looked gassed. Especially, they made a good push in the early minutes of the overtime, and then they did nothing the rest of the overtime. And Neal, what's your tell? Let me ask you something.
Yes.
You've watched a lot of basketball. You've broadcast a lot of basketball games. What is your tell when a team is gassed? And if I may, let me go first. When you see guys short-arming passes and they mean them to go from me to Joey, but they go from me to the camera, instead of being 10 feet, they go 7.5 feet. That number one tell. And the overtime, that's what happened constantly. Is there a tell for you in basketball?
Yeah, closing out in the corners because it's a want-to proposition.
There you go.
Because you got to get all the way out
Shout out to
there.
Bobby Orr.
Yeah, you got to get all the way out there.
Bitch.
So, and you can't hide from it.
Yeah.
Like, it's out there in front of everybody.
Yep.
Cleveland. If Cleveland's involved, way to show the heart of a champion. Woodward Sports chat thread. By the way, you can jump in there, get your thoughts out there, use the super chat, skip the line if you want, like Mike Willett did. Mike Willett in the super chat. Can we get JB's deep dive racing elite and analyst of the Indy 500 and a preview of the Detroit Grand Prix, please? Hey, JB Smoove.
What's up?
Do you want to revive the Motorsports Minute?
Could we?
Now, Sean, this is what I did when I worked with Sawyer, because he was like Motorsports Elite. I understand, like, I was told that the Indy 500 was like the greatest Indy 500 of all time. So here's what we did. And you guys let me know. In the chat, everybody, Sean, your feedback. It's your show too. So what we did, because Sawyer was such a racing geek, that we would put a 60-second clock up there. And I'd say, all right, here's your minute, go. And as soon as the 60 seconds is over, KG has to immediately close off the microphone. It's done.
Okay.
Like it's over.
I like that.
And it's your 60 seconds
I'm already on board.
to talk about racing, JB Smooth. Mike, well, let's ask him for it in the super chat. If it's something you want to do, feel free. What do you think?
Hey, you know what? I wouldn't mind that. Getting my my racing gears off. Just a quick recap of everything that took place over the weekend. I wouldn't mind that.
What do you think, Sean?
I'm down with it.
No, it's 60 seconds and that's it.
Listen, who am I to complain
We'll
about
put a timer
like
on.
people that like racing? I don't get it. I've never got it. It does nothing for me. Nothing for me, okay? But before somebody else can say it, I'll be the first to say I'm a hockey fan, so I understand when people, right?
Yeah.
Who the hell am I to
You
say
understand
that?
the niche.
Oh, I totally get it. Shout out to the F1 in Montreal, by the way. That was a huge event. But no, if you like it, like it. A minute and 10 seconds, though. Can we do that for him? 70 seconds? Just because it's JB, give him an extra 10 seconds.
So what are we looking like graphically for that? Can we get a 70-second counter on the screen?
Absolutely, we can make that happen.
And we can start it. And KG, can you commit?
I absolutely
The
can.
second that thing hits 0, shut it. He's already getting 10 extra
her down.
seconds.
Yeah.
So turn it off immediately.
Oh, I got a trigger
down.
finger.
Even if
It's all
he's
good.
mid-sentence, mid-thought, I don't care. It's
Yeah.
over.
I got trigger fingers. It's all good.
Yeah. Twitter fingers turn
Listen,
to trigger fingers.
you guys,
Oh, yeah.
like legitimately, there might be a market for this right now because there's no possible
I don't feel
way.
like there is. But
Well, let
we'll
me
try.
tell you why. Here's why. Let me tell you why. Do you really want to talk about the Detroit Tigers ad nauseum for the next couple of months?
I don't. But since you asked about the weekend, I forgot to put this caveat in there, and it's pretty important. Nicolosito, I see you. I got you in a minute.
Uh-oh.
Just hold on.
Oh,
ISO.
Ball.
Got you.
I'm not going to lie to you, Sean. I sat out Sunday. Willfully. I just said, hey, I've been through a lot. I can't do this today, let alone a doubleheader.
Welcome to the club, buddy.
Let alone a doubleheader. And then my son is 19. He's just recently like getting into baseball. I don't know why, but he is, and I don't get it.
It's a growing sport,
Yeah.
clearly.
So we were over the in-laws' house, and he turned it on for the 9th inning. And then Kenley Jansen did the Kenley Jansen thing. Oh, by the way, everybody, remember when we talked preseason? The music has stopped, and we're the ones holding the bag. Is that fair?
You get a fucking
100. 100.
But I'm an asshole because like I just asked the question like, hey, we all accept that it's going to end one day for Kenley Jansen, right? Sooner rather than later. And there's a chance we could be holding. Oh, Neal, come on, best bullpen in the. Remember these conversations,
remember
KG? You were
these
here.
conversations.
I was the devil for just asking the question.
Yeah. Something about putting that English D on just turns you, like, I just don't understand. Like, the Monstars got your powers now. Like,
Joe Nathan.
I was just going to say, Joe
Like,
Nathan.
seriously. Like, what?
Oh, my God.
This is a man who tortured my soul. And then he came here and tortured my soul.
Absolutely.
It was a great time.
But the moral of the story is he turned it on in the 9th inning. I watched it. I had no reaction. I am literally, and I'm not saying that these franchises are equal, although I walked outside and threw the football around with my daughter. Like I just accepted it. It was like I bought season tickets for the Lions a year after they went 0-16, and it was awesome until you had to walk over to the stadium. Mm-hmm. It was fun till 1, as I like to say.
It was fun till 1.
And that I felt that Sunday. I was just indifferent to it, Sean. I was indifferent to it.
You know, I'm a click guy. Are you a click guy? Like, when something happens, I just go like that. Because if I leave it on, bad things could happen. I could break things and things like that.
It's like a mix of that mixed with you with the, okay.
Yeah, it's an okay, and then I click.
Yeah,
and
there you go.
Dickerson's call was perfect. It like literally, and everything he said leading up to it, the best you can hope for is a single. This is a guy that doesn't hit well. He doesn't have any power. He bombs it, and he goes, "You got to be kidding me." I mean, that Dan Dickerson, you were all of us. That was exactly it. And when it rains, it pours. It's not one thing. It's everything right now. It's just ugly for the Tigers. And I'm sorry. I've been saying this for a long time now, you guys. And I know some of you got mad at me a few weeks ago. All right? This is what we better deal with. You just better buckle up. Okay, the signs were there 3-4 weeks ago. You guys know it. If you're one of those people that believe in the invisible, who am I to tell you not to believe in the invisible? Well, do you remember what happened a couple of years ago? You can play that game. This is a bad baseball team, man. It sucks. I don't like saying it. I would rather sit up here every day and talk about how great this is. It's not. It's a chore, Neal. It is exactly what
feels like a job.
It's exactly what you just said. Oh, okay, I'll turn it on. Oh, cool. Hey, there's another game coming on. Nah, I'm going to pass. I'm going to play football in the
Sean,
backyard.
I willfully sat it out. Like I sat it out. You ever go to the gym? This happens every now and then. You go to the gym and you're in there and you just don't have it. Mm-hmm. It happens to everybody.
You know it.
You know it.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like now with the I was like, this is enough. I certainly don't need 2 of these in a day. And then they win, so the people were like, I was indifferent.
Yeah.
I was absolutely indifferent to it.
Well, and the younger generation, because my son, the Tigers are his number one. It's not even close and everything. He told me later, he's like, theTigers won, and I just went, okay. Like, really? That's, I mean.
Now do it 11 more times in a row, and then we'll be all right.
There are only 2 teams in all of baseball that have a worse record than the Tigers right now. But everything's going to be okay because AJ. Okay. I mean, that's the kind of stuff. Yeah, the division sucks. Yeah. It drives me out of my mind.
No, absolutely insane. Super chat, Ryan Glinsky. Shout out, Ryan. Neal, Arsenal, EPL champs. JB, Wu-Tang is not good.
How dare he? How dare he?
Arsenal is the Wu-Tang of the EPL. That's exactly in your eyes. Then that's what they are. Woodward Sports chat thread. Okay. Do we want to stay on the clock? I have thoughts on the Knicks for Nick Lucido when we come back, because I have had enough already, and it hasn't started.
Get it off.
I've had enough already. Already, I've had. Okay, where are we going? Hey guys, you don't want to miss this. Okay. Ball.
I got you.
Ball.
All right, so
Swing that.
Clear out. Hey, KG's going to come to set a ball screen. No, you get in the corner over there.
I got you. All right.
Yeah.
ISO.
Where are we going?
Let's hear from Planet Fitness.
Planet Fitness, everybody. Be going there after the show. As a matter of fact, there's one right here in Royal Oak. That's my new kind of quote-unquote home base. Doesn't matter. There's over 50 of them in the Metro Detroit area. Best gym in the gym game. I've been a member there going on 4 years. I'll never be a member at another gym, ever. There's no reason to. Everything I need is at Planet Fitness. No matter where I go in America, there's a Planet Fitness right by there. You guys can do the same. Still just $24.99 a month for the black card. Go to any Planet Fitness in the world. All the amenities. You basically own the place for $24.99 per month, everybody. PlanetFitness.com, or just pull in the parking lot. Planet Fitness. Don't pay more money to lift the same weights. Why?
Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today. next generation of Detroit sports media is here. Crunch Time is back on Woodward Sports. Join Jeff Iafrate and Booner Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Taking Detroit sports coverage to the next level with massive interviews, viral moments, and the best live reactions. Get ready, Detroit. The young guns are taking over. Crunch Time on Woodward Sports.
Some days call for light, others lean bold. What about everything in between? All Day IPA, the easy choice for every day. Citrusy, crisp, refreshing. Flavor you can float with. Light on the hops, big on refreshment. One's great. Two, even better. Brewed with you in mind. No shortcuts, no fuss. Big on flavor, never too much. All Day IPA. Hop into easy.
A network for the city, by the city. Woodward Sports is Detroit sports.
You like steak, don't you?
You like steak, don't you? All right. Are you looking for dinner plans? Are you looking for a place to have a shindig? Maybe an after-school party, or it is Tuesday. Are you familiar with what Black Rock does on Tuesday? How about Tasty Tuesday? For $13.99, you can feast on a half pound of ribs, coconut shrimp, and fries. Now think about that. Can I say that again? Ribs, coconut shrimp, fries. $13.99. Start your weekend a little bit early, sizzling Thursday. You get a 6-ounce sirloin, shrimp scampi, your choice of super salad, and a side, all for only $19.99. Something for everybody at Black Rock. It's not just a meal, it's an experience. Check them out at blackrockrestaurants.com.
All right, we're off and running here on a Tuesday, everyone. That's right after the holiday. Neal, Ruhl, Sean, Baligian, KG, JB Smoove. Our guy Young Joey's here. Generational Alex is here. No Caitlin Clark jersey today. Next time, hey, can we request, Alex? Next time you work on the show, can you rock the CC jersey? Okay, he's in. So there.
He wears it proudly. He does.
There you have it.
He's a legit fan, too.
He buys the league package.
Listen to me. There's no sarcasm going on right now.
No, that is a factual statement.
And if any of you have a problem with it, why don't you take it up with him? And you put your life at risk because he murders people.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like, he's a legit fan.
Woodward Sports Chat. Lots of talk about Arsenal. Danny G. Arsenal's on top. It's one thing winning the EPL. Danny G. Arsenal getting the Premier League is one thing. We're coming for the Champions League. Okay. You sound like a Knicks fan right now. Speaking of Knicks fan, by the way, New York Nick Lucido in the chat. Go Knicks, go New York, go. Okay, Sean, if I may for a second.
Go right ahead.
This whole Knicks thing, by the way. And Knicks fan, I see them hyping up and piping up on the socials out of the blue, right? Remember, like out of the blue, here they come now. You know what, Knicks fan? Cool. You had a generationally easy run to the NBA Finals. One of the easiest in the history of the National Basketball Association. Look at these people out there. This is what it's like when you beat the 6 seed, the 7 seed, and the 4 seed. Not for an NBA championship. This is just for getting to the final. Look at these animals out there, Sean. Look at them.
Well, Neal,
so here's the thing.
With all due respect, they haven't been to the finals in God knows how long. So I'm just saying.
99?
Since before high definition television. This will be the first NBA Finals Knicks fans get to watch in high definition television. Congratulations. Welcome to the new world, everybody. So Knicks fans, just remember this, all right? You had a generationally easy run. And if you don't cash it in, it doesn't mean anything. You can stage dive off traffic lights and cut out in front of traffic all you want. I'll just ask you this. When you get cooked by the Spurs or the Thunder, are you going to go ahead and get that Eastern Conference Champions t-shirt and walk around town going, yeah, I remember that. 100% I remember that. What changed with this team, by the way? The team that everybody mocked last year, the team that, and by the way, too, if you don't cash it in, you traded 7 first-round draft picks. 7. You needed the generationally easiest run of all time to get to the NBA Finals. Knicks fan, you're still the Knicks. And I know that courtside seats will be $190,000 a ticket or whatever it is, and all the celebs will be all around. Guess how it's going to end, Knicks fan? The same way it always ends. With Ben Stiller with that shocked look on his face, and Fat Joe panning to his seat, and it's empty because he left. And Chris Rock. Hey, Chris, how about we put a new Netflix special out, by the way, since we have some time now? How about we do that? It's going to end like it always does, Knicks fan. And Nick Lucido's in the chat, and you guys are getting all hyped up, and we all know how it's going to end. We know. And in the end, you traded 7 first-round picks for this. Good luck. Good luck.
You know, one of my favorite NBA bits, and this has been going on for, forever. I would say a decade and a half, is the weak East, right? How many times we talk about the weak East. All right, so congratulations, and the Knicks took advantage of the weak East, right? I mean, hasn't that been said for 15 frickin' years? Knick fan, you know what I would say? I wish my team was there. I'm going to try to be nice. I wish my team was there. My team isn't there, but like my team, whoever comes out of the weak East is going to be a sacrificial lamb.
Woodward Sports chat thread, AA944. Pistons fans unbearably jealous that the Knicks are in the finals and the Pistons are. We've won chips in high-definition television. We have been one of the best franchises in the history of the NBA. You've never seen your team play in the NBA finals in high-definition TV. Let that sink. You've never streamed a Knicks NBA finals game. You've never done that. You've never done that. You haven't won since the 70s, early 70s. Who are you guys all of a sudden to say, oh, the NBA runs through us. We're going to go climb the street lights on Broadway.
Well, Neal, they are the NBA Cup champions.
I know. Yeah, that is
That's
true.
true.
That is
That
true.
is true.
Yeah. I didn't see one NBA Cup T-shirt in that crowd last night. Not one. So keep the same energy, Knicks fans. Oh, unbelievably jealous. Yeah, of the Knicks. Why? Jealous of what? Karl Anthony Towns?
I wish we made that run. I do. I confess. I wish we made that run.
Okay, you know what then? Bottom line it right now. Because Booner will break it down. Make sure you stick around for crunch time from 11 to 1, because Booner's going to talk to you about how this has been an incredible run by the New York Knicks, and only a team that is as built and as complete and as stacked as the New York Knicks would even possibly be able to navigate this road.
That went on for a good hour and a half last night. Like our Woodward chat became,
I know he was trolling. He doesn't really think that.
Neal v. Booner, Booner v. Neal. It went on and on and on, and when you thought it was over, it kept going. That was the reality of it. Listen, I'm the wrong guy to have this conversation with, and KG and JB. How many times did we talk about this the last couple months? I thought it was fool's gold when we just didn't beat the Knicks, but we pounded the Knicks during the regular season. And the one thing I kept going back to is whether you like the guy or not, whether you agree with his antics or not, Jalen Brunson is a money guy. And Jalen Brunson gets it done this time of year. And I have to give a tip of the cap. Neal, sometimes you just have to shut your mouth. If you choose not to, that's okay. I'm with it, okay? Because I agree with your sentiment. This is a soft franchise. They're soft. You guys are soft. You are, okay? Both things can be true. You can be soft. You can be exactly what Neal said. You haven't watched anything in high definition and everything. But at the same time, I can also go like this. And Neal, I am envious. Because in my mind, this is where the Pistons should be. Now, I don't think Detroit would have partied the way that New York did, because we've seen championships, we've experienced championships
In high definition television.
You know what's funny? You mentioned I was one of those guys back circa '88 that got an Eastern Conference championship shirt. I was, because it was new, and then all of a sudden you're like, no, this isn't enough. I don't know.
But we're not that sports fan anymore.
What?
We're not
No,
that sports
we've
environment
graduated.
anymore.
We
No,
have.
I'm saying in all everywhere.
Oh, I think you're right. Yeah, I think
it's ring culture now.
You're gonna get some people that are gonna do that, and I think a downtrodden franchise like the New York Knicks, I wouldn't be surprised if that shit is flying off the rack. I wouldn't be surprised at all if that's the case. But you know what happens? Then you're like, no, I don't want anything to do with that. Yuck. Look at the way 1995 Red Wings are looked at now. It is just nobody talks about it. Nobody talks about it. Their first time in the Stanley Cup final since 1966. Nobody talks about that. That is such a forgotten thing. It's incredible. But we all know what's going to happen. You're not beating San Antonio. You're not beating Oklahoma City.
This was a question that popped in my head due to the Booner experience. By the way, crunch time 11-1, full Knicks recap about how this was the most grueling road that anyone's ever faced. It is one of the easiest paths to the finals in NBA history. Oh, by the way, this Knicks team, people forget they were down 2-1 to the Hawks. We all forget that though. All of a sudden, don't we? Okay, cool story. But anyway, though, here's my question for the Booners of the world. Okay, then let's be about it. Let's not just talk about it. Then let's be about it. To win an NBA title, which franchise would you rather be right now?
Are you talking about
the Pistons or the Knicks? Which franchise would you rather be to win an NBA title right now?
I don't feel good about the chances of either of them. The Pistons, because our budding
Booner would disagree with you.
Our budding superstar. Notice how I said that. There's more of a ceiling there at his age. How's that? That's my logic.
Yeah, and financially better status, draft capital, all that stuff. That's where I am with it. Okay, and let's just bring it to the light. Should I be, quote, holding the Pistons accountable?
What, for this year?
Yeah.
I mean,
because how can you say the Knicks had the easiest run of all time? Oh, because they did.
Yeah, they did. I mean,
look at the seeds. Can we agree that they're in two different spots?
Define accountable. If you're one of those guys, and I'm sorry, I said this 1,000 times on the morning show. Gosh damn it, if you win this conference going away in the regular season, gosh damn it, you should win this conference come playoff time. So in that regard, it was a disappointment, and it wasn't just it was the way it happened in Game 7 that really stuck in my neck and everything. But I don't know. Define that term. How is he defining it? Did he ever define that term?
No, he just said, I don't want to hear about them winning 14 games 23 months ago. Well, it's part of it. It's part of it.
So how do you want me to keep the Pistons accountable is what I would say
because I am like you. I was disappointed. It's not a referendum on the franchise.
No.
Because they were the number 1 seed in the East. Like, people forget, too, like the 1 seed to the 4 seed is, 7 games difference? Or, in a season that starts before Halloween. Like, they act like it's this massive gulf between the two.
I spit in the face of the whole linear thinking stuff. I do. I can't.
Well, then you're not going to get along with this generation.
Just because you did this last year doesn't mean that you have to take this step and you have to go step by step and everything. I really do. I spit in the face of linear. However,
spit in the face of anyone who doesn't want to be cool.
And that too. However, this was a linear year by the Pistons. Whether we want to admit it or not, it was a linear year. That was not ready for prime time. You put together a cute little regular season. If this was another franchise, Neal, you know what I'd be doing right now? Full disclosure. Would you go and pinch your little cheek? You finished number 1 in the conference. You're so adorable. I'd be doing all that shit. So if that's the accountable that Booner's talking about, yes. Yep, I agree. Yep. Should have won the East. Had the necessary pieces, I thought, to win the East. Won the East going away in the regular season. But other than that, I don't. What does he want to be
the NBA playoffs
for?
Aren't linear to the regular season.
Not at all.
It's a totally different,
100
totally different game. And 22 and 23-year-olds.
And we learned, relearned that this year. But before the playoffs started, if we're being honest, didn't everybody in this room think the Pistons? Yeah, I think they're going to win.
Thought they had a shot.
Didn't we?
Yeah.
I think we all did. So is that the accountability he's looking for?
My thing was, if you can win back-to-back coin flips, Because once they got down to 4, it was going to be a coin flip with the Pistons.
Sure.
It was always going to be a wash. Am I doing this right?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Yes.
They were 11 wins away at one time.
Good job.
9 wins away.
Yeah.
9 wins away. It was always going to be a wash. Woodward Sports chat thread. Vincent, so can we officially call the Tiger season over?
I know a guy that did a couple weeks ago. I think you're out of your mind if you think this it's all going to come together. I really do, and I think that management is out of their mind if they decide to keep the band together the whole season. Are you willing to let both Tarek Skubal and Casey Mize walk away at the end of the year for nothing on a team that is the second worst team in the American League and third worst team overall?
That's a closer discussion than any of us want to admit to.
I think
it's June after this week.
I think it's malpractice if you do that. I do. Oh no, I'm betting on these guys. I'm betting on these guys. Based on what? Based on again, what happened last year? What happened in 2024? This is a big enough sample size now, going back to the second half of last season and carrying over to the first. Whatever little magic they had, it isn't happening right now, and that sucks. And I don't think, for all the people, it's not just the injuries. You guys, come on, you got to know that by now.
Woodward Sports chat thread, Xavier D. Neal wearing a T-shirt is for the ladies. This will for sure increase our female viewership. Xavier, it was all that was on the floor of your mom's bedroom when I left last night.
Yeah.
So I had to grab it. You understand, right? You understand? Right? Right? You get it? What?
Yeah.
What?
Shout out to Xavier's mom, by the way.
Yeah.
I just want to throw that out there.
Okay. Well,
Somebody got to reel this guy in. You lucky I'm dealing with shit back here. Somebody got to reel him.
Woodward Sports chat thread. Mike G. Michigan basketball had a tougher run than the Knicks. I mean, they played a 1 seed at least, right? Like, they did. It was tough, no doubt. Woodward Sports chat thread. Josh. Oh, no, someone is butthurt. Their team wet the bed against a team that we demolished. This wasn't even a discussion on the Pistons. I was talking about the Knicks and their franchise history, which is non-existent, yet for some reason they get all this credit and everybody hypes them up all that. I was just curious. I just wanted to know the why. Especially with this. I want to know why you're hanging from streetlights on Broadway when you know what your fate is. That's what I want to know.
You have to know, right?
Apparently they don't. Sean,
Come
look
on,
at them.
Deep down inside, you guys know, don't you? You got to know, right? I give you the tip of the cap. You did what I wish my team did. Period. End of story. I wish my team was there, even knowing full well what their fate would be. Mother's sitting in the corner, and I know what my fate is.
Right. So there you Xavier. Shout out, Neal. My mom is super dead, but my girlfriend appreciates you. Well, whatever. All right. What? Can we chat poll that?
What's that?
Which franchise wins an NBA championship first? Knicks or Pistons?
I got you.
KG, I want your answer, man. Who would you rather be? Which franchise would you rather be?
I don't feel good about either. I really do. I'm not being funny.
Right.
Who do you got, KG?
Don't put this on me right now, man.
This is a spoken medium we're
I
in.
can't confidently say that the Pistons are in a better spot than the Knicks currently. If the roster was a little bit better, then maybe I feel that way. But as of right now, I can't say that. That's just
Okay, so it's Karl Anthony Towns and the 7 picks we traded.
Am I allowed
shit,
to?
they got there.
Am I allowed to be a coward and say I don't feel good about either one of them right now?
No,
as I
because
sit
you
here?
get two
No,
choices.
and
Then the Knicks.
But that's the thing with the Pistons. We kind of knew, like, I mean, he was saying it all year. Trajan was this an evaluation year. Like, he did not view this. They overachieved this year. 60 wins was great. They got that first round series that we really wanted them to get. Everything after that was kind of free money. Yes, it would have been nice to make the finals, and I know it's revisionist to say that now because we were in it. You know, the East was wide open. We were feeling good. But the things that handicapped this team before that we all kind of knew were there, it reared its ugly head. That's
You
all.
get caught up. There's nothing wrong
It
with
happens
it.
with
We're
you.
we're all victim of emotion, and you know, as much as you try to squash it, Neal, I've talked about this 10,000 times. It's like I really make a concerted effort to be, impartial. I'm a fan. I am. That part of me is never going to die. It's never. So sometimes you get caught up in emotion. There's a guy that you like. There's a team that you like. There's a vibe that you see that you don't want to go away and everything. But you know in the back of your head, you know that's the way. I think that's the way people are right now with the Tigers. Look, it was adorable the last couple of years, especially 2024. Last year was a chore. We all know that. It was adorable the last couple of years, and now it's about to end.
Except one team is trending up and the other one is going back.
100%. But I think the same dynamic is in play. You know the answer, KG. You know the answer about the Tigers. You're getting rid of the best pitcher in baseball. Your other pitcher is finally putting it together. Like Casey Mize is legitimately putting it together. And if I'm Casey Mize, why do I stay here? I'm not being funny. Like, why? I mean, unless the guy loves it here, maybe the hometown discount or anything. But this is a guy that's going to go someplace, get a nice big contract. Why would I stay here? No thanks. Thanks anyway.
No doubt. No. So that was it. I wanted to speak that piece. They're literally climbing the traffic lights, bro. Good for them. They're climbing the traffic lights.
Is there anything? Let's try legitimately to try to hammer this down, because the only thing that I can compare to what that scene was last night. Anybody that was outside of Comerica Park after
or this scene too.
Come on. God bless America, by the way. Did you see that guy? That's a proud American up there.
It is.
The only thing that I can compare is if you were outside of Comerica Park after Maglio's home run. It was legit mass hysteria. It really was. It was so bad, Neal. I remember this vividly as a parent. This was the last time that I put my son up on my shoulders because it was like dangerous for him to walk. So I was like, climb on up. You're going on my shoulders and everything. And it wasn't anything like that. I mean, it was nuts.
So nobody was standing on the roof of Comerica Park waving the
No.
U.S. flag?
It was nuts.
Like, come on. Show it again, JV.
It was nuts, but it wasn't like that.
Like Sean, look at this. He's standing on top of. Look at this guy.
Proud to be an American.
Guy on Memorial Day, nonetheless.
I know, right?
All right. Can I ask the Lion fans? Out there? What was it like outside of Ford Field after the home wins? What was it like? To anybody that went to those games. Maybe somebody in the chat can jump in. Because, Neal, do you know what adds to it? They know their long-suffering background, right? Lion fans lead the league in long-suffering. Was it nuts outside of Ford Field? Were people congregating in the streets and going nuts like that? Like, I'm being serious right now.
And I would say probably, because you know why? Because they've been an ass franchise forever.
Well, no, and a vast majority. Seriously, how many people in this room saw them win a playoff game? I'm not being funny. He never did. KG, you were too little. You don't remember the Lions winning that game against Dallas. JB doesn't. No. Literally, 2 out of 6 guys in this room.
I think I was 12.
2 out of 6 guys in this room saw them win a playoff game. I was there. It was nuts. It was crazy. It was just incredible.
I was there, too, with my dad, 11-year-old kid. 12-year-old kid.
I was drunk, so I'm just telling you. But no, legit. But nothing like that. Nothing like that. That's insane. Jeez, oh Pete.
Sideless says we didn't do that.
Yeah,
we didn't do that.
Like Sideless, I'm trying to understand. I hope you know where I'm coming from here. I'm trying to understand, and as I talk it out, I'm doing a worse job of understanding because it was nothing like that. Although, dude. The scene outside of Comerica Park after the Maglio home run was kind of absurd when you think about it. It was. Anybody that was not that, But it was kind of.
Were you on
absurd.
top of the Opera House waving the American flag, Sean?
No, but it was the random hugging and people kissing each other and just mass hysteria and blocking Woodward, and it was all that. You know what I mean? But not. The Hulkster didn't come running in with the American flag.
Okay.
We didn't have that. But it was. Looking back now, it was kind of absurd. I got to be honest with you. It was a little absurd. It was such a fun night, but it was a little absurd.
Movies and stuff in the chat. We are the champions. We are the champions. That's a Knicks fan that's in there too. Okay, get the T-shirt. Let me please send us a picture of you in your Eastern Conference champions T-shirt.
Don't say that, dude. No, you're not the champions. No, you're not.
I mean, the Cavs had their T-shirt ready to go and printed out. I don't know if you guys seen this. Their big playoff accomplishment.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift came to one of our games. Oh man, that's good. All right, let's take the break. We're a break behind, just like that. I have a Lions thing that I want to get to. We have a Red Wings thing coming up because my good friend Sean Baligian's team is in the NHL playoffs. I don't want to say let one slip through their fingers last night.
Yeah, they did.
Okay, they did. You were standing here, so I didn't want to say it in front of
okay.
you. But that was kind of my interpretation of it. I locked in last night. Good game.
They're gassed.
It was fun, man. It was a very good game.
Yep.
Where are we going, JB?
Let's hear from Art and Jace and then Pure Psychiatry.
All right, there's regular sports bars, then there's Art and Jake's. Like there's regular sports bars, and then there's like the most elite sports bar. Friday night, I pulled up to the one in Washington Township because that's how it works, man. Went in there, great menu. Great drinks, all of it. Had good times with my buddies, and it was a lot of fun, man. That's what Art and Jake's is all about. It's a sports bar setting, a fine dining flavor. They had the Tigers game on. As a matter of fact, watch that. Great views of it everywhere, no matter where you sat, all around Art and Jake's. And Booner, I can agree with Neal. That celebration was too much. No, Booner, you think it was a generational run. I had a generational run at Art and Jake's, though, and you will, too, if you go. There's 6 locations. Scan the QR code on the screen, get the Art and Jake's fan club, as well download the app. Art and Jake's, a sports bar setting, a fine dining flavor.
So we talk about sports every day, wins, losses, pressure, expectations, generational runs. Real life is not that easy. At Woodward Sports, we want you to know you are never alone, and neither is your mental health journey. Pure Psychiatry provides personalized psychiatric care. Now, it's not one of those cookie-cutter things, well, it worked for them, it worked for her, it worked for him. No. They're going to find out exactly what works for you. 16 locations in Michigan, 2 in Ohio. They make getting help accessible and comfortable. If you've been thinking about taking that first step, by all means, do so. There it is right on your screen. PurePsychMI.com. Why don't you reach out? PurePsychMI.com.
This is a hungry bear. This is Carl and Jeff. Carl isn't worried because he has focused energy to spare thanks to Thrive energy pouches. Jeff didn't use Thrive when Carl offered. The bear is happy about that.
Don't just survive, thrive.
Dan Campbell is in redemption mode.
No, make no mistake. It's not revenge he's after. It's a reckoning.
And Woodward Sports is here to cheer on the Detroit Lions every snap. Don't miss a moment of Detroit Lions coverage. Follow Woodward Sports on all social media platforms now.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Some days call for light, others lean bold. What about everything in between? All Day IPA, the easy choice for every day. Citrusy, crisp, refreshing. Flavor you can float with. Light on the hops, big on refreshment. One's great. 2, even better. Brewed with you in mind. No shortcuts, no fuss. Big on flavor, never too much. All Day IPA. Hop into easy.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man-meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports. A network for the city, by the city. Woodward Sports is Detroit Sports.
Neal Ruhl here for our people at Supreme Lending. Yes, Chad and Chris, you guys know them well. Of course, Chad comes on the show every so often. We talk about sports and we talk about mortgages and all that kind of stuff. But they're a part here of the Woodward Sports family. They're a full-service lender, 99% on-time closing rate, 97% customer satisfaction score. If you mention Woodward Sports, when you give them a call, you get up to $500 off your appraisal. I guess that's like the call to action or whatever. But here's something for you guys. Even if you're not getting in the housing market right now, say you're going to be doing it maybe next year, maybe you want to look at your options. Those are the guys you call to see what's out there for you, see what the landscape looks like. It's the biggest financial move in your life, a mortgage, a refi, all of it. Talk to the people that know. Chad and Chris, talk to Supreme Lending. All right, keeping it pushing here on a Tuesday. That feels like a Monday, but it is a Tuesday. Neal Ruhl, Sean, Baligian, KG, JB Smoove in the house, Generational Alex, Young Joey is here. All of you in the Woodward Sports chat thread. Steve-O baby, the Knicks are in the finals. Stay mad, Neal. There's nothing to be mad about. It was a generationally easy run, one of the easiest runs ever. That's a fact. Sean, am I lying about that?
For the NBA, yes. That's one of the easiest runs ever.
Okay.
The NHL says hello, by the way. Just wanted to point that out.
11-1 crunch time. Booner will talk about how he thinks that the NBA should adopt the NHL playoff model.
He doesn't really believe that, does he?
Well, apparently he does because he thinks this is a tough run.
Apparently the NBA has already leaked the script of what's supposed to happen next. Apparently, it's just going to be the Knicks and the Thunder in the NBA Finals. Because on NBAstore.com, the Thunder and the Knicks are the only two teams you can choose from conference championship gear.
Okay.
I love the leak script.
I do, too. You know what my favorite is? The colors of the Super Bowl logo.
Yes.
That's my favorite one.
Yes. And, magically it always comes out, like, right around the time that the two teams make it to the Super Bowl. Oh, look at this back in June. The NFL tipped its hat. Yeah. Why didn't anybody see it in June,
Or they put a bunch of different colors in there.
That might be the case.
That could be the case, as a matter of fact.
It's crazy how that works out.
So, yeah, there it is. People in Africa will be happy. New York Knicks championship T-shirts will be on the way soon. That's a pretty good one. So there you have it. All right. Woodward Sports chat thread.
Yes, we brought that up. Knicks were in the finals in '99. Yes, we brought that up.
Yes. Okay. Did you see? Well, I know you saw it because you talked about it. Just real quick, because I want to segue into a Lions thing. But JB Smoove, Jack Flaherty was on Instagram.
He was.
Did he say, Neal, I appreciate the support. Thank you for your belief. I'm sad Kevin McGonigal made that error to cost us that double play.
No, he did not.
What'd he say? What'd he say?
He did not. Unfortunately, he put this out on Instagram. We have so many ways of lying to ourselves. The score was closer than it looked. The game was closer than the score. The team isn't as bad as its record. We saw some good things. We're headed in the right direction. This is our year. No, the score is the score.
You can vibe with them on that one.
Oh, I'm 1,000% with them on that. I mean, honestly, some of the stuff that we've seen from Pravda, like Tiger Media, is gross. I'm not being funny. It really is. It is that Politburo, come on, comrade, you have to believe in your fellow comrade type stuff. It really, this is something to build on. No, it's not something to build on. When you go 4 2/3 and you give up 3 earned runs, I'm sorry, that's not something to build on. And, that's the kind of stuff that has to be regurgitated. And, Neal, in fairness, it's not easy to call games. You know what it's like. Yeah. I know what it's like. And there are things that you can say, and there are things that you can't say. But I think so much of that is coming out right now. And a lot of it's coming out from the fan base. We had it a couple weeks ago. Why are you mad at me? I'm not losing games. I don't like it. I don't want it. That's 100% factual. That's 100% factual. And if you believe in the invisible and, hey, well, remember what they did in 2024? Well, how do I tell you you're wrong? I can't tell you you're wrong, all right? What I can tell you is take a look at what we've seen for a long period of time now, not just this season. This is a team that has been struggling mightily, and many of its players, including the $20 million pitcher that put that out there, are struggling mightily. But to me, that's ownership. I have more respect for the guy. I still think he blows. Sorry, Jack, you blow, but at least I respect you for shooting straight like that.
It's just, and Rack brings up a good point in the chat. Quote, the team isn't as bad as it looks. 5 guys under 200 in your starting lineup looks pretty bad to me. And oh, by the way, Sean, they have one player with an OPS over 800.
It's incredible.
One, and that's Riley Green.
Yep.
Like Kevin McGonigal's OPS starts with a 7 now.
Yep.
Like we're getting close to league average.
I think the team OPS is in the 5s, bro.
Like
As a team.
683.
Jeez.
683. Like, Rack's right. This is what they are. This is. And we can fight that, and we cannot accept it, and not want to accept it. This is what they are.
Who do you feel good about in the pen? Seriously.
Not one person.
There isn't one person in that
But,
pen.
Sean, to be fair, I didn't like that at the start.
No, and I agree with you 100%. Hey, it was great to see Troy come in and pitch as well as he did. Maybe that's something we can build on. I feel sorry for Casey Mize because, again, he's really putting it together in front of our eyes. I mean, the one bugaboo with him, even in the last couple of years when you saw the ERA kind of come down, is he still lived dangerously. And I'm a firm believer, if you put guys on base, you're playing with fire. See Flaherty, Jack, okay? You can only wiggle out of it so long. And what you've seen Casey do is bring the numbers down like this, and he's brought the numbers of guys that he puts on base down. But really, that's where we're at right now. I feel good when Casey Mize hits the bump.
Sean,
And that's it.
We're gonna flip the calendar to June in a couple days.
Mm-hmm.
There was one guy on this team in double digits with home runs. One. Like, it's bad all the way around. Like, the signs are bad. That doesn't just magically fix itself, dude.
Well, no, what you don't understand, Neal, is when you bring Glaber and Javi back.
Okay.
That fixes everything with the line. And then Tarek, when you bring Skubal back, the bullpen's better, the other starting pitchers are better, so everything is okay. And, I mean, that's the kind of logic, and Booner's in, by the way. That's the kind of logic, Neal, that we're hearing from people. And I don't like saying it. I don't want this to be one of those summers. I don't. I would love nothing more than for us to sit up here and say, well, who are the Tigers buying, and having legitimate conversation about Skubal. Do the Tigers have a chance to win a World Series? If the answer is yes, you hold on to Skubal. If the answer is no, you don't hold on to Skubal.
Then you got to trade him.
You have to
as we
trade
sit here
him.
right now, like you have to. It would be malfeasance if you don't.
I
Right?
would legitimately do that. And I would think long and hard about Mize. And I might have a conversation with Mize's people and go, all right, so what's the vibe at the end of the season? Do you want to stick around? Do the Tigers have a good chance of sticking around? Well, we're going to test the market. Okay, well, we're letting you know right now we're going to trade you then. We're not playing that game. We're not playing with fire. We're not playing that game. And now we get a chance to see all those wonderful things that Scott Harris has been waiting to show everybody because he wants to make this team in his image. And by the way, you guys, who's the next pitcher? Go. There isn't one. You could talk about Brasinio. You could talk about Clark. You could say what we've seen from McConaughey. Who's the next pitcher?
Oh, Jackson Jobe.
Mm-hmm. But that's not a Scott guy, remember? Scott guys. He has special powers. This
Sean,
is where we're at.
Sean, I'm going to be honest with you. You're my friend, and we've been friends for a long time. I've leaned on you for advice in this business in the past, all of it. I very recently thought that you were kind of crazy about this Scott's guys thing. But until very recently. But there's more merit to it than anybody wants to say. And it's just, for me, Sean, I'm getting uneasy about it. The June thing is waking up after a long night.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because then you are 6 weeks away from the trade deadline, 7 weeks away from the trade deadline. You got to make some decisions right now, Sean. Like, for real. Like, you have to start to formulate these decisions. And I'm not crazy to say that. The stuff that you speak of, the Casey Mize, the Tarek Skubal thing, like, it's closer. What he speaks about is closer than anyone wants to admit.
I can't believe I'm doing this, but in fairness to Scott Harris as well, out of all these can't-miss prospects from the Al Avila years, who would you legitimately want to hold on to? Okay? And I can think of 3 names.
Riley Green,
Tarek Skubal, and Casey Mize. The rest
the rest are just guys,
I don't. Spencer Torkelson is a dime a dozen guy. He is. Wow, a free swinging first baseman that isn't real good at fielding. Don't see many of those in the majors. So that's where we're at right now. So in fairness to Scott, this is kind of the predicament that we're in. But at the end of the day, this is where I plead with people. And KG, gosh, this reminds me of last August, and people got so mad at me. You're going to have to forgive somebody like me. I heard this shit during Randy Smith. I heard this shit during Dave Dombrowski. You can't trade Casper Wells. Jacob Turner? Have you lost your mind? You're really trading Jacob Turner? I heard it during the whole Al Avila era, where I'm convinced 98% of this fan base lost their freaking mind in their adoration of Al Avila. You can lie now, but it was insane. There was nothing there. Nothing. And now the same thing with Scott Harris. So you're going to have to excuse me if a guy like me doesn't sit back and go, well, you know, this prospect thing hasn't worked out so well for the good old Tigers. So you're going to have to excuse me. But surely it'll be different because it's Scott Harris. To which then I say, how's that worked out, especially at trade deadline?
Detroit Gunny, ask yourself, if the Tigers didn't have these injuries, would they be this bad? But Detroit Gunny, here's the thing. Deadlines are looming. Decisions, franchise-altering decisions have to be made in about 7 weeks.
Can I?
8 weeks.
Well, I'm going to ask Detroit Gunny, and you know what? First, let me answer your question. I'm not going to be a coward to your question. Would they be this bad? No. Now, Detroit Gunny, I want to ask you a question. Would the Detroit Tigers be a lot better if Gleyber Torres was in the lineup? Would the Detroit Tigers be a lot better if Javi Baez was in the lineup?
Yeah, because he's got aura.
But like, do you understand? Like, do the fielding woes go away? Do they just go away?
Does the aura go up?
Yeah, the aura does go up. I don't argue with stuff like that. Do the base running gaffes suddenly? Hey, Gleyber's here. Let's not be a moron on the base paths. Tarek Skubal? Yeah, you'd probably see a few more wins. There's a Tarek factor there. But I answered your question. Now, please, and I answered it maturely, I think. Now, you please answer mine. How many more net wins would that be? How many more? 3? 3? Is that a good number? 3?
Well, that's the thing, Sean. Like, the bullpen's healthy.
What?
They're just not good.
What?
No, Brant Herter got hurt. Let's not forget about that.
Well, I mean, up until this point.
What? Like, I'm not being funny. I think that's been a convenient excuse for this ball club and its fan base. I really do.
Woodward Sports chat thread, Wheezy D, should have got James Wood and Mackenzie Gore. You know the James Wood thing? So I hate watch Cleveland yesterday because I had time.
I understand.
You know, I had time. I was out on the deck. So I fired up the MLB, extra innings package, turned on the Guardians and Washington. And they put Washington's lineup up there on the screen. And I was like, because I looked, and they're 500, right, in the NL East. And I just went and pulled up their stats. They got 2 guys in their lineup with over a 900 OPS. And so I started digging, because I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I haven't locked into the Washington Nationals. I guess I'm bad at my job. But I started flipping through it, and I was like, man, they got some pieces here, man. Like, legit pieces that I don't have to be told about. I see it when I look at a stat sheet. You know what I mean? Like, there's no magic to it. It's there in front of you. So that was it. That's what drove this whole conversation. I was like, man, which lineup would I rather have right now?
We're 10 games behind them. We're 6.5 behind the White Sox, who are a whole one game over 500. This is what we're dealing with. Oh, by the way, the wild card, we're 5 back with, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 8 teams. And if you count the Yankees and White Sox, you're talking about what, 11? Hey, that's cool. But don't worry, everything will be okay.
I mean, Sean,
because Glaber, Javi, and Skubal, a guy that if we're being honest, we should trade.
Don't forget about Kerry Carpenter. He's coming back too.
Sean, a good friend of mine uses the term simple math. You familiar with simple math?
I am. That worked out real well.
When you are behind 8 teams for something,
Mm-hmm.
I promise you somebody in front of you will win every night.
Mm-hmm.
I promise. And you have to win that night just to keep pace.
It would be statistical probability.
Simple math.
Yes.
8 teams. It's not one. It's not like one, like when Cleveland collapsed and the Tigers ran them down, and then or the Twins collapsed and the Tigers ran them down, or the Tigers collapsed and Cleveland ran them down, only to lose to the Tigers in the playoffs. It's 8 teams. It's 8. It's getting late early, to quote Yogi Berra. You know what I mean?
Oh.
It is. Like, it's getting late early. And you have this whole Skubal thing that's looming right now.
So if we work under the assumption, and I mean, unless you disagree with me, to all the people out there that think that the injuries are that's what ails this team. If you work under the assumption 3 more wins, you know what? I'm going to be nice. Let's say 4. 4 more wins, okay? You're talking about a 25-29 baseball team. Hooray! You know what I mean? That we're just so desirous of a winner. That's what it comes down to. We are, and I don't like saying this. I don't think enough is said in this town because of the issues of the Detroit Lions, of what a historically bad franchise the Detroit Tigers have been. I don't think enough is said because the Lions have been here. Okay, if we're, let's be honest. Okay, the Lions have been arguably the worst franchise in sports. Arguably, you could make a conceivable argument. I love them. I love them. They're my team. I know guys that quit. Not legitimately. But I know guys that quit, okay? The Lion-free crowd. I don't like saying it. Because the Lions are here and the Tigers are there, Neal, I don't think enough's been said. The Tigers have been a historically bad
Well, if you want to
franchise.
keep it 100, and I'll keep it 100, if we're going to sit here and clown the Knicks, what does that make us as Tiger fans?
100%.
You're pushing a half a century since they won a World Series. Half a century.
It's 42 years. 42. Think about generations of Tiger fans, Neal. Generations. You have guys in their mid-40s now who have grown up loving the Tigers that have no idea what it's like to do Larry Bird.
Yeah.
They have no idea. Just one time in their life they want to put that number 1 finger up. Okay? You have their children who are in their 20s perhaps that have no idea what it's like. It's embarrassing. It really is.
My son was born about a quarter century after the Tigers won their last World Series. He can drive. He had to register for the draft. He's in college.
He's the same age as me, Neal. Same age.
Yeah. Like, think about that,
It's
bro.
legitimate. It's
God,
we
man,
don't
man.
we don't like to say it. And again, because the Lions have set the bar for futility in this town, I don't think as many people are apt to do it with the Tigers. It's been a horrible franchise.
This one's for Sean, Detroit Gunny.
Yes.
It won't be okay, but don't let the Tigers get hot.
Don't
That's
let
what
them.
they all say.
Don't let them.
Don't let 'em. Or else.
Christ is King. How would you guys react if the Tigers suddenly started winning? Christ is King.
I'd be happy as a pig in crap, man.
Yeah.
I'd
But see,
be
like
happy as a pig in
I also
crap.
live in reality, Christ is King. Shout out to your work, by the way. And 7 weeks from now, you have to decide on Skubal. Like, no, do people realize this? Because I feel like they don't.
No. Nope.
7 weeks.
Nope.
You have to decide. A franchise-altering decision.
I remember having this conversation with Stick 2 years ago, legitimately. I could, if I cared, I'd say check the tape. I remember vividly having this conversation with Stick 2 years ago, okay? This is something that you have to look ahead. And the question that I posed then, and I stay true to it today, how close are the Tigers, not to getting into the playoff, how close are the Tigers to making a legitimate, no, I feel really good about them winning the American League. And then you get into the World Series and anything can happen. Ask the 2006 Cardinals. Ask the 2012 Giants, okay? How close are you to that? That's what dictates. Do I then say, I'm rolling with it. I'm rolling with it. I know that Scooble's going to walk away, but our best chance to win a World Series is having the best pitcher on the mound for us. If you're in that neighborhood, Neal, you know what? Then I say, all right, caution to the wind. Because if I get a chip out of it, you go wherever you want. You sign the greatest contract in the history of mankind. I got this ring for the rest of my days, okay? The Tigers are nowhere near that area code. Nowhere near that area code. So, yes, if you are legitimate and you're thinking logically, yes, buy. What kind of package can we get now? And if think about it now, think about that package, the alleged package the Yankees offered. How good would that package look right now? And that's, unfortunately, that's where we're at. I don't believe in diminished return because trade deadline changes everything. Would you agree?
Yes.
That's when everybody starts moving their chess pieces and well, everybody knows he's not going to be there. Okay, if I know the Dodgers are in on it and I'm the Brewers, what do I need to do right now? We're not going to re-sign him. There's no way we're going to re-sign him. But I will give you a package of shit. We'll pay him this money the last few months of this contract. And for the first time in our miserable existence, think to ourselves, wow, we, the Milwaukee Brewers, have a legitimate shot this 1 year.
And they've done it in the past. They did it with CC Sabathia. Like, they've done it in the past.
That's what I do.
Go all in on one guy.
I would. That's what I do.
Crazy Clown. It still sets up for the guys to come back. Just get in with Scoob, Mize, and Frommer. They're behind 8 teams. 8.
That's a lot of teams.
You can't be behind that many guys. Do the math.
Crazy Clown's my guy. I'm gonna ask him the same question because he and I were going back and forth, and he was playing. How many wins do the Tigers have with the issues that they have with Scooble, Glaber, and I can't even say it with a straight face. With Scooble, Glaber, and Javi Baez. How many more wins do they have? Oh yeah, and Kerry Carpenter.
Your boy.
Like legitimately.
The bullpen's still the bullpen.
Yep. You're still not a real good fielding team. Although he is a magician, he would wave his magic wand and everybody's fielding would be better if El Mago was in there because of the vibes.
And aura.
Yes.
Now the bullpen will get better when Verlander comes back, right?
We're a third of the way done. Exactly a third of the way done.
Right.
There's only 2/3 of the games left to run down 18. You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Bullpen will get better when
I don't like saying it. That's why I get so hater. Yeah, you're right. I'm a hater. Yeah, you know what I hate? I hate being in this position. I do. I hate being in this position, and the worst part is I hate it for you that because something happened 2 years ago, it's magically going to happen this year. I hate that for you. I really do. I feel sorry for you.
You know what I hate, Sean? I hate losing.
Yeah.
Woodward, just fucking win.
Woodward Sports chat from Ryan. I was 9 when the Tigers won the World Series. I'm eligible for AARP now. Hey, there's simple math for you. You like simple math?
God.
You like simple math, don't you?
I told you. This will tell you how long ago it was. I got my first real kiss that night. And you know what I mean by real kiss, okay? I felt that woman's tongue down my throat, and that changed my whole life.
Hey now,
like I didn't know tongues were supposed to reach that part in your throat. That changed my whole life.
Woodward Sports Super Chat, Jay Wiley. Is it football season yet? Tigers killing me. Wings killed me. Pistons just died. I'm not ready.
With you, bro.
I'm not ready to commit sports suicide.
We're
on
going to the
Detroit
factory.
Teams. We are.
See, we have something to look forward to.
Mike Willett, remember in '97 the Red Wings broke their 42-year-old Stanley Cup drought. Do you remember how big of a deal that was? Also, I'm 42 years old. I guess it's all symmetrical then. Dante, Neal, does that mean the Tigers have a better analytics record than actual record, like the Cleveland Cavaliers? LOL, that ish that Kenny A said was ridiculous. He should not be a head coach anymore. Analytically, we're ahead 2-1.
Yeah, what do the analytics say about the Tigers? I'm intrigued. What does Mr. Pacoda say about that? I'm a big fan of Mr. Pacoda.
Sideless in the super chat. According to the Cavs coach, analytically, they won 2 games, and we were 2-2 last night. I was listening out of the Cavs radio crash out. They want Kenny out. What are you talking about? He was a hero, I was just told. New money, real Lions and Pistons content. Neal's the GOAT because I'm working with the GOAT. I ain't say that. I am watching the NBA Finals. Knicks are awful. Great Lakes 24. How awkward will that U.S. men's national roster reveal be today? Guys, it is going to be bad, this World Cup. Bad.
That's a shame, too.
Yeah.
You know how close we are, though? Like, legitimately? Like,
They're not.
What I know, but what's today? The 26th?
Yes, 26th.
Dude, we're 16 days
away.
Yeah,
from World Cup.
We're 16 days away. By the way, Pacoda, do you follow Pacoda at all?
Abe Pacoda?
The baseball prospectus.
Oh, no, that's a different one.
They have the Tigers at 76 and 85. 76 and 85.
So basically kind of hanging around what they are now the rest of the way. Okay, great.
Wow, they have the White Sox bottom kind of dropping out of the White Sox and still have them finishing last. So, yeah. Good times.
All right, Lions thing when we come back, okay? Can we do it? I feel like we can do it. Let's do it.
Sure.
Put this back together, JB. What are we doing?
I got you. We'll hear from me with the Gold Crown, and then over to you for All Day IPA.
Okay, fair enough.
Shout out to them. Shout out to Gold Crown as well, too, for sponsoring our Super Chats as well. But if you're looking to stop everything you're doing just for a second, because Gold Crown just went completely overboard in the best way possible. Let me switch this for you guys right here. They just dropped their new Royal Jesters, and these are not your average pre-rolls. We're talking 1.5 grams each, and they are quad infused, keef coated, live rosin infused, THCA diamonds, and the terps as well, all packed into one. That's 4 layers of you're good for after this. These aren't your hit it twice, pass it around pre-rolls. These are the, once again, why am I analyzing how fast Riley Green is running right now? I don't know. Michigan made top tier.
Because you're a DB.
No shortcuts. Next time you hit the dispo, don't think, just ask for the Royal Jesters, because if you're going to smoke like royalty all day.
Speaking of all day, great segue, JB. Smooth. That's right. Founders Brewing. You guys already know what it is. The 15-year anniversary of All Day IPA. You probably had a couple of those this weekend, I'm guessing. It defined the session IPA category, but the fans are what made it last. Citrusy, crisp, and refreshing with a perfectly balanced taste. 4.7% ABV. It's built to go the distance for the entire game. So the next time you're watching the game, make it an all-day IPA from Founders. Please drink responsibly.
The next generation of Detroit sports media is here. Crunch Time is back on Woodward Sports. Join Jeff Iafrate and Booner Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Taking Detroit sports coverage to the next level with massive interviews, viral moments, and the best live reactions. Get ready, Detroit. The young guns are taking over. Crunch Time on Woodward Sports. To breakout season loading.
Inside the 5, Gibbs to the end zone. Touchdown!
Woodward Sports, the most dominant Detroit sports coverage around.
Some days call for light, others lean bold. What about everything in between? All Day IPA, the easy choice for every day. Citrusy, crisp, refreshing. Flavor you can float with. Light on the hops, big on refreshment. One's great. 2, even better. Brewed with you in mind. No shortcuts, no fuss. Big on flavor, never too much. All Day IPA. Hop into easy.
Hey, this is a perfect day. You might need a little energy. Yeah, you caught up on sleep over the weekend, but a lot of times that makes it worse when you have to get up in the morning. So what do? You get that sugary drink? No. Give that to the kids. Get yourself some Thrive. To the fellow dippers out there, upgrade your game with Thrive energy pouches. Tobacco-free, nicotine-free, mental powerhouse, 300 milligrams of clean, smart caffeine, no jitters, no sugar crash, zero bloating. You can find it online at dipstop.com. All you need to do is use promo code WSN for 15% off your entire order. You can find it at all Market Fresh and Market Square locations as well. Thrive Clean Energy, zero distraction. This stuff effing works.
All right, back at it. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Neal Ruhl, Sean Baligian, JB Smoove in the house, Young Joey, KG in the building, Generational Alex, all of you in the Woodward Sports chat thread. Big Con 51. If you want to skip the line, by the way, use the super chat. Big Con 51 in there says, Neal, I'm wondering what the temperature is up there. It's supposed to be about 83 today, something like that. Here in Charlotte, it's impossible to find a soccer field or a football field with kids playing soccer on it any time of the day. Is it the same there? He also says 10 to 15 years we will be dominating soccer. No, we won't. No, we won't.
I have heard that. You guys have to understand. I have literally heard that since the late 70s when I was a little kid playing soccer. Oh, you guys, seriously? The Detroit Express coming to Detroit? The great Trevor Francis is coming to Detroit to play in Detroit? It's the next big thing. I've heard that. Neal, seriously, we're talking almost 50 years. It's never going to happen. There are certain things that aren't going to blow up in this country, no matter how much people tell you. Hockey is never going to blow up in this country. It's my favorite thing on earth. It isn't even close. Soccer is never going to blow up in this country, and NASCAR is never going to blow up in this country. It's just not. Okay, there are too many people that already have their preconceived notions. It's not going to happen, and that's okay. Like I told you last week. Hey, when somebody says the NHL ratings really suck, damn it. Guess I'll stop watching now. But it's never going to happen. And you're a soccer guy as well. You know it. It's not going to happen. Let's all move on with our day.
No, and we'll get into this more like when World Cup comes around. Like we'll talk about, because I do have some thoughts that people won't like because it affects some of you guys out there, and people won't like it. But today is not the day. Thoughts on our youth system and how the youth system's set up in this country, and there are aspects of it, also kind of why we've lost our grip on basketball all over the world as well. I think we can all agree we're not the same world power that we were before. Like I'm not being crazy when I say that.
We're still the favorite, but you're blind if you don't think that the pack hasn't caught up to us.
And it's the same system.
Yeah.
It's the same system all around the world versus what we do here. And look, Big Con, we'll get to it, but today's not the day for that. But one sport that we do dominate the world in, that's right, football, baby. Football, NFL. Yeah. Sean, as you know, because I've talked about it before, all of you know, and everybody here at Woodward knows, I'm a big spot track guy. Big shout out to what they do over there, and it's a segment of sports that certainly in the Detroit market is very underserved, and there's nuance to it. And I'll be the first to tell you, even as somebody that works in the NBA, as they continue to add layers to the salary cap and terminology and all that kind of stuff. But the football one is probably the easiest one to understand of the complicated ones, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
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 It's pretty much the easiest to understand. But I was listening to the Spot Track podcast, and they touched on this. And, JB, you have it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So they just brought this up, just in passing, not an immediate, this has to get done today. They were taking a look at extension candidates. And Sam Laporta was very high on their list. Laporta's playing out the last year of his deal, right? The 1 year, $5.7 million last year of his deal. He's 25 years old. They had him evaluated at a 4-year, 73-ish to 80-ish contract. So, he had back surgery last year. They said, but, the overall resume across 2+ seasons is largely impressive. Detroit has a lot of mouths to feed over the course of the next few months, but it stands to reason that their 2023 second-round pick will be in that mix. They predicted he signs 4 at 80 with $50 million guaranteed, which seems to be kind of a baseline for a second contract. It's about what Jack Campbell got. When you're good at your position, that's the way that it's going to be. So my question to everybody is A, you on board with it? And B, are we running out of rooms here at the hotel now? You know what I mean, Sean?
Do you know what? Okay, so before I answer you, there's two other parts, all right? I'm a firm believer when we have conversations like this, you have to ask yourself, what are the tendencies of our general manager, all right? And this is like with the running back situation. Remember when we played the silly little game of who are the Lions going to bring in after Monty? I can tell you definitively, we talked about this daily on the morning show. He's going to bring in somebody younger. That's what he does. He's shown. Is this our Hawkinson? Is Sam Laporta now Hawk? Okay, we got this guy. We got some wear and tear on him. You go do whatever you want, man. Yeah, go do whatever you want. We'll find a spot for you. Is he our Hawkinson? Here's the second part of that. Are you worried about his back? Okay, this just in. Tight ends take a lot of shots to the back. They really do.
They really do.
They take a lot of shots to the back. Is that a big concern of yours? Okay, so let me answer you this: did he get a clean bill of health? If the answer is yes, I would make that. I would sign that. Yes, I would.
This, what I think, Sean, and I didn't even mean for this to happen. When I brought this up, I didn't even think about this at the time, but the whole "our guys" is a real thing.
Oh, yeah. It is. Oh, absolutely.
In every organization, in every walk of life, you've worked at a job where "our guys" is a real thing.
100%.
It's different. And because I see people in here, I'm salty. I'm not afraid of Hawkinsoning Laporta. And I don't know if that means signing him or,
a good thing or bad thing.
Or trading
him. Yeah.
No, guys, we're not talking about, quote, back shots, okay? We're not. That's not the topic of conversation. I want to talk about a contract for Sam Laporta, and our audience wants to talk about, quote, back shots, unquote. Okay.
I'm a big fan. But listen.
Okay.
We really are in a position right now where this is Neal, and a lot of times we were just talking about this with the Tigers. People don't think about things like this. Yeah, it's decision time. It is. It's a decision time for the Tigers, and this is a decision that's going to come sooner than anybody thought. Now here's the thing: do you think about doing this at trade deadline this year? Like they did with Hawk. We're gonna make a move. I don't think so, because you're a competing team and you let it play out. Do you even let it get that far? For all I know right now, that the brainiacs are looking at the cap and trying to figure out exactly how it's going to jump, because it jumps every year. But I think this goes hand in hand with what you're saying. At least the NFL, and I think the NHL as well, are a lot more easy to read than what you find in the NBA and the MLB. Now, this is doesn't make this an easy situation, But I think at his age, if he's got the clean bill of health, yeah. I think you have to think about it.
Does the cap going up, by the way, I think we talked about this last week, right? The percentages don't change.
No.
The quarterbacks get the 20-ish percent.
100%. Yeah.
That's a tired argument to me. The fans are, well, the cap will go up. Yeah, well, so do the salaries.
Yeah, that's well, I hope that people would put 2 and 2 together. Exactly. I hope that people would put that together.
But anyway, I digress. So then, okay, Sean, you're in on the Laporta thing. The folks at Spot Track, because they do this stuff based on stats and stuff like that, have a market value set for Jahmyr Gibbs of 3 years, $60.5 million. That seems fair, right? Like,
seems way fair.
Very fair, actually.
For a guy who's 24?
Yes.
He's still 24?
Yep.
And only 3 years? Only 3 years?
That's the market value of what they had set.
That sounds good to me.
Now, if he gets to free agency, then that changes to some degree, right? Because then it becomes who's going to offer the longest term, and you get into the bidding war and all that kind of stuff. You see what I'm driving at here, though? Somebody here in the chat said Brian Branch before Laporta.
I can't do that.
How do you feel about the back? I'm sorry, I hate to hedge, but I worry about a tight end and a back. I do. I really worry about that. And again, at least we've been consistent for that, KG, going back to last Lions season. Yeah, you have to worry about a tight end and a back. Oh my gosh, you have to worry about it. Clean bill of health, all bets are off.
Woodward Sports chat thread, Steve DeYoung. Neal, does Brad sacrifice the 2023 draft class to sign the 2022 draft class?
Do you know what I look at? What helps my team more? Call me crazy. That's kind of where I'm at. What helps my team more, right?
Yeah.
But Sean, okay, so let me ask you this, Sean, since you're here and you said it. Sean, why does Brad only re-sign his own guys?
That's such a stupid.
Why does he fall in love with his own guys?
Such a stupid. I don't get it. I just. Should he pick up guys that aren't his guys? Is that what we're?
No, I want to know, man.
I don't understand that bit. I don't. I really don't. And please, before somebody says it, don't compare what Scott Harris is doing to what Brad Holmes is doing. Please, I'm begging you. Neal, I wish I could answer that question. I don't. I like guys that come in and help us, okay? And I get it, the last couple drafts, although I'm a firm believer in let's wait 2 years and then we can effectively judge where a draft is at and perhaps where it's going or not going. I understand that he's lost some luster in that regard, but gosh, the proof's in the pudding, isn't it? The proof's in the pudding.
Woodward Sports chat thread. See, like you ask people to not do something. I ask people to not do this, like Nicky, dude. Sam Laporta, 3 for 55. Why? Why would he take that? The market's 4 for 80. Why is he going to take 3 for 55? And if in any other game, the NFL we're talking about, I'm not taking discounts.
No, especially
every play can be my last.
Especially when you're dealing with so many of these contracts not being guaranteed money.
Yeah. And every play can be my last.
I'm going to get every red cent that I can. Period.
So like that's unrealistic. It doesn't enter the conversation. That's the baseline. That's just in-house. Laporta's here. 4 for 80, market value, all of it. That doesn't even take into account competition.
Right.
Like free market, open market. Like, let's get in the real world, everybody. That's why we're having the discussion. Sorry.
No, and teams, how many times have we seen it? A team knows, okay, if we have a legitimate shot at this guy, we have to go over the top. Oh, they're at 480, we'll go with 490, and by the way, 65 of it's guaranteed. Every red cent's guaranteed.
Woodward Sports chat thread. Christ is king. You got to hold off on somebody. And that's the overriding remark to all of this. Woodward Sports chat thread. This is funny, too. Ed Catalyst. Neal, I want new topics. This came out yesterday. I'm sorry, 2 days ago. Like, there's the numbers. The numbers are out there. I think it seems pretty timely, right? Like, we're getting into the summer now. Where does it stop? It's a valid conversation because now it's becoming – we talked about this stuff a year ago, like in the abstract. Here it is in front of your face. These are the numbers.
With one of the most iconic guys going back to the world of baseball that this town has seen, like legitimately. I mean, we've envisioned the Tarek Skubal scenario for 2 years now, and it's here, okay? And the Lions are interesting because this is a year where, and again, the window is closed, people. I'm sorry. You and I are just going to disagree on things, and that's okay. But part of the reason why I think the window is still open is a guy that Sport Track, a national entity, not a local entity, Sport Track, a national entity, decided to write an article about. Like you don't think that's prudent? You don't think that that's timely? Okay.
Again, national.
What do you want me to say? Yeah, okay.
And that's where I am with it. Stephen Baffey, the Lions will sign all of these guys, but they will have to borrow on the cap to do it, which means 3 to 4 years from now, they are headed for a roster reset, rebuild. The window closes. Ross Dye already may be screwed for paying Kirby. Here's the other thing, Sean. When you do 8 of these, 2 of them are going to blow up in your face.
Yeah. What was it? Steve Baffey that said that? I think that's fair. I think we probably have at least a couple more of this current window. At least a couple more.
Correct. All right. Where are we going, JB Smooth?
Let's see. We got to hear from Loom and then Buddy's Pizza. Shout out to Loom. Just got a new read in from Loom. Actually, shout out to Brendan for passing this along to us. But stop paying full price for your favorite greens. Take a break and save a big time amount when you head over to Loom Cannabis right now, because you can get up to 30% off your entire order when you use promo code WSN30. And if you're new to Loom, you can get a free shake ounce just for stopping in. Find them at loom.com or any of the Loom's 40 locations near you.
This is like a year-long celebration. Happy birthday to Buddies, right? 80 years old. Look at it. Just take a second and look at it. Okay, 80 years young this year. You hear so much about Detroit-style pizza. It is literally the original. Often imitated, never, ever, ever duplicated. You can add some Detroit-style to your next Buddies catering event. How about this? The kids are getting out of school. Have a little pizza party for all the kids, right? Menu is packed with fan favorites. The pizza, the kids love it. The salads, the pastas, they got so much more. All you need to do is check out their menu. You can also save 20% on your next catering order of $200 or more when you order using the promo code Woodward20. Get it? 20% off Woodward20. Take advantage of that. Just go to buddiespizza.com/catering to view their complete menu and place your order today.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man-meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports. We aren't quite sure if they consume more beer or sports. Either way, the heavyweights are here. Live on Woodward Sports, daily 5 to 7 p.m.
Some days call for light, others lean bold. What about everything in between? All Day IPA, the easy choice for every day. Citrusy, crisp, refreshing. Flavor you can float with. Light on the hops, big on refreshment. One's great. Two, even better. Brewed with you in mind. No shortcuts, no fuss. Big on flavor, never too much. All Day IPA. Hop into easy.
Jameer Gibbs, breakout season, loading.
Inside the 5, Gibbs to the end zone, touchdown!
Woodward Sports, the most dominant Detroit sports coverage around.
This is a hungry bear. This is Carl and Jeff. Carl isn't worried because he has focused energy to spare thanks to Thrive energy pouches. Jeff didn't use Thrive when Carl offered. The bear is happy about that. Don't just survive. Thrive.
One.
Oh, wait.
There
Massage
we go.
chair.
Get in there, Joey!
You
Yeah.
guys looking to
Turn the
take-
button on.
You got to get relaxed for the whole summer long. You got to visit Massage Chair House in Bloomfield Hills, the largest massage chair showroom in the Midwest. We had our NFL watch party there for the draft. It was pretty fun. Wouldn't you guys say so? You guys had a good time?
Great time.
Great time, yeah. They carry the top brands like Infinity and Asaki, making it the go-to destination for premium comfort and cutting-edge wellness technology. Be sure to visit Dr. Eric Duncan, the Wellness Doc, creator of the #1 YouTube channel for massage chair reviews, at the Wellness Doc. Book your visit today at massagechairhouse.com or simply scan the QR code on your screen. Massage Chair House, your ticket to ultimate recovery and relaxation.
All right, back at it, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl, Sean Baligian, JB Smooth, KG in the building, Young Joey, Generational Alex is over there. Generational Alex promises that the next time he's on a show with us, he will wear his Caitlin Clark jersey. Also, he said he would share his WNBA League Pass login info if you needed it.
Wow.
Oh, hey.
We gotta have
What a guy.
We gotta have a jersey day here.
What a great guy.
I think I will go on air and I think I have the best jersey in Woodward of everyone in here. Everyone in all of Woodward.
Well,
sports.
define what's the criteria.
Yeah. What
Like
are we talking about
coolest
here?
looking, or like best of all time. Like you want to put this list on an S tier? I have an S tier jersey. Promise you, in my closet.
Don't make me wear my Andre Ware Lions jersey because I have one.
I have a Nafi Perez Tigers jersey.
I can't tell you.
So if you're talking about dumb, I might win. I might win.
All right, you can win the dumb category.
I'm just saying.
I don't see everybody's. Then you get into the whole what's the best jersey argument and everything, right?
I promise.
So
you.
what's the criteria?
Just like best looking and like, you know what I mean?
No.
Best looking.
A Nefi Perez
That's
Tiger jersey.
So are
is pretty
you
cool.
talking like the best looking jersey in college football, in the
Any
NFL,
sport.
in any sport?
Any sport.
Okay, that's intriguing. That's intriguing.
I promise you, I'd win. And all of everyone that works here.
Okay.
Promise.
Get into that Woodward Sports chat thread. Get your thoughts out there. And if you want to skip the line, use the super chat. Got a couple of those to clean up here as we kind of come down the stretch. I do have a hockey thing that's relevant to the Red Wings that I need to get Sean's take on. Jay Wiley, I will sign all of the 22 draft picks and let all the 23 draft picks walk. The 22 draft produces more.
We're getting to that point, and again, you have a couple years to kind of figure out. Neal, I am a stickler. I understand that we are a society. You have to make a decision now. You do. And that's what we are. But give the picks a couple years, see what they show. If they don't show anything, then we can start having conversations about what that draft or this draft looked like.
Woodward Sports chat thread. Yes, Rest in Peace Tuesday. We'll have that coming up, the last segment of the show. Woodward Sports chat thread, and I lost who said it, but you know who said it. Talked about Aleem McNeil. If you trade him next year, would have $6 million in dead cap or $5 million in dead cap, something along those numbers. After this season, if you wanted to move on from him, you would be $16 million in dead cap. He's got a $27 million cap, so you'd say about $11.5 million if you cut him next year. So like the first wave of signing his guys, seems to be very palatable. Signed him, got hurt. You can move on from it if you want to. Like seems all right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So remember, you do 8 of these, 2 of them are going to blow up.
There's no doubt about it. That's just the way it is, man.
If you're lucky.
No, really.
If you're lucky,
Yeah.
2 of them do. All right, Sean. There was a little bit of Red Wings news that came out over the weekend as well. I know you're busy watching the Habs.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Allen.
I'm familiar with Kev.
You're familiar with Kevin Allen, as is Darren McCarty, very familiar with Kevin Allen. Patrick Kane will probably be the only UFA the Red Wings keep. They will probably move on from JVR, etc. What was your first thought when you heard that?
I know I'm probably in the minority. The Patrick Kane thing, I don't get it at this point in time. I truly don't. I don't get it. But out of necessity, if I was to pick one of them, I would probably pick him because you know he's a one-trick pony at this point in time, and at least you're going to get some productivity out of him. I know a lot of guys fell in love with JVR, but, I mean, he had 31 points, and I'm going to say this again, and, Neal, I'm lobbing you a softball, okay?
Sure.
I feel a lot better about MBN than I did even 3 months ago. That's for you. Not only did I give you initials, but I gave you a prospect.
Yeah, you checked every box.
And
he's playing in Estonia right now.
I feel a lot better about him right now. And he's only 21 years old. Like we talked about last week, you could sit back and go, well, they have plenty of right wingers. That can be alleviated. A guy can go play on the off wing or something. I would expect to give him a role. Neal, the bigger problem with this team, and I'm sorry, I know we've said this. I've said this for 2 years, all right? When you're talking about a legitimate top 6, they don't have a top 6. They just don't have a top. There are 3 guys in their forward unit today that I would say are legitimate top 6 guys. 3. And they need. And even, the renewed MBN, how much of a top 6 guy is he going to be at the beginning of the year as opposed to what he might be at the end of the year? So I do not consider Patrick Kane a top 6 guy. I'm sorry, I just don't. You have to move on. You have to see if some of these guys are going to work. And I'm going to say it again for the second year in a row. Remember, we had the Mitch Marner conversation about a year ago. You have to find a way to get creative. You do. And that's one Steve Yzerman has not shown any creativity as general manager of the Red Wings. He just hasn't. I don't know how anybody could deny that.
Sean, I don't deny you your pleasures. And you know what I mean? Like you like hockey games in Estonia in May that are on the NHL Network at 11 a.m. It's your thing.
Not the World Championship. I think the World Championship is – no, not the World Championship. AHL playoffs, yes.
AHL playoffs on
yes.
On tape.
Guilty as sin.
Yeah, and it's you. It's your thing, and it's cool.
Yes.
It's what I like about you,
yes.
as a matter of fact.
Yes.
In opting out, and you do a great job of keeping me updated
Thank you.
with what's going on in Estonia.
Here it comes.
With Red Wings prospects.
All
Okay,
right,
here's my like people say, Neal, you defend Stevie. I do, 100%. I do. However, here's the adjustment I'm making this year.
Mm-hmm.
I am opting out of prospects that have initials officially. I don't want to hear about it. I don't care what they're doing. I don't care what's going on in Estonia at the S-tier World Championships or whatever it is the hell that they're playing, all right? I'm out. I don't care how many goals Lucas Raymond has in May. I don't want to hear about it. I do not care. I don't care about the Olympics, the Four Nations, the World Championships, none of it. I don't care.
That's harsh.
I don't care. In relation to the Red Wings and the players and what they're doing and how they're grinding and all, I don't care. I want it in March at LCA against the Senators when your life's on the line.
I don't know I don't know how you could argue that.
That's all I care about.
Yeah.
That's all I care about.
I think here's a problem that I have with the World Championship is you're not taking the best players there, okay? And a lot of times some of these countries are being cute. Well, we're going to reward this guy or we're going to reward that guy. Remember, all the best players, a lot of them choose not to go, and a lot of them are still playing hockey right now in the Stanley Cup playoffs. So I've always felt that the World Championship gets put on a level, a plateau that it hasn't. But this is what I'll say about MBN. I really liked what I saw out of him
in Estonia?
I can see you out of the side of my eye right now, and it really bothers me.
Okay, sorry.
So I'm going to go like this. I really like what I saw out of him in the AHL playoffs. I thought that, and again, a guy that's only going to be 21. I can still see you through my hand, too. That's the worst part.
Did you say AHL playoffs?
Yes, I did say AHL playoffs. I really liked what I saw out of the kid, and I think to continue that with producing in a place that doesn't, produce a hell of a lot, I'm intrigued by him, where I wasn't intrigued by him before. Does that make sense? Now, for all I know, he could be Marco Kasper 2.0.
Marco Kasper.
He was awful last year. He was awful last year.
But did you see how well he did in Finland?
See?
At that thing they played in May. And I'm making that up, but I'm probably close to right. Did they play in Finland in May last year?
I just don't put anything into the World Championship. Like you're talking to the wrong guy.
Did they play
there.
it in Finland last year?
I don't even remember. I'm not even being funny. The World Championship, you don't put that in the same category as the Olympics or Four Nations or the World Junior Championships. It is not the best playing against the best. It just isn't.
Okay.
But some people in this town act like it is. I'm not one of them.
Sean, am I crazy that the Marco Kaspers and the MBMs and the ABSs and the ASBs and all of it, I'm done. I am done with that. And Grand Rapids and Adirondack, and I'm done.
You better
I'm done
talk
with
to
it
your
all.
general manager then.
I'm done. Until I see them here, I don't care.
You better have a talk with Stevie then, because that's the way he's operated, and that's why people like me say the lack of creativity on his watch is gross.
But that's fine, but I don't care to hear it anymore.
Right.
About how good they are. Like the young Justins of the world, shout out Woodward Wings. I don't want to hear about it, Justin. I don't care anymore. I don't care about any of it. So, sorry. And like the Patrick Kane thing, like, okay, I'm cool with it. He's a left-handed bullpen specialist that comes in and gets lefties out, i.e. he's a power play guy. That's it. Which is fine. You need guys, you need a guy like that. You do. I'm sure the money won't be egregious. He wants to keep playing. Okay, cool. But that's it. Can we not do the Patrick Kane towel night and all of that? Okay? Can we not do that?
It's probably coming. Are there any other
then
milestones?
Don't ask me to participate.
Are there any other milestones coming up? I mean, really, that's where we're at right now. And whether people want to hear this, the people out there that are still pro Stevie, and I'm not pointing my finger at you because you like the guy, but I think you'd also be the first guy to say this isn't working. The people that stay the course. Okay, if you stay the course, then we're going to keep having these conversations.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about Carter Bear. I don't. I'm sorry. I want wins in March in LCA against the Senators with your life on the line. That's what I want.
I would put more into Memorial Cup.
Okay, all right. We're breaking and we're coming back and we're doing rest in peace.
Legitimately, I would, but I did that on purpose.
I know you did.
All right. I do love the Memorial Cup.
The Memorial Cup, okay. Like I've been in Toronto when it was in Toronto. That place was electric. But the Memorial Cup is different.
No, it's
they're 16.
It's the best versus the best.
Yeah.
I mean, from 16
what are they?
to
16 to 20,
16
right?
16 to 20. Every now and then an overager. It's the best versus the best, and that's the World Championship ain't the best versus the best.
How did MBN do in the World Junior?
He did not play.
What about Carter Bear?
Carter Bear's done all right in the Memorial Cup.
What about Nate Danielson? How do you do? What about Marco Kasper?
Hey, listen. These are your people. These are your people. While I'm watching guys in Montreal and San Jose and Anaheim come in and show us in real time in the NHL what prospects are going to do, you keep talking about it. And that's been the problem with this franchise for a few years.
Before we go to the break, Mike in the chat, I give 0 Fs about the Olympics, Four Nations when it comes to the Red Wings. All I care about is the Stanley Cup. Again, I'm tired of not seeing our captain in March when he's needed most. No. Hey, you don't get to sing Freebird then.
Wait a second. It's almost like Dylan Larkin's a really good second center. That's weird. Wow. How could How can anybody get mad when somebody suggested that? Wow.
Oh, he's hurt again after playing in the Olympics?
People killed me for that for years. That's what he's a really good second center. He's a top 6 guy. All right? And there's nothing bad about that.
Play Freebird. All right, JB, where are we going?
We need
play
to hear
some Freebird.
Yeah, play some Freebird. We need to hear from Water Hazard.
Yeah, absolutely, everybody. Look, Water Hazard from Founders Brewing. That's right. The big, bright blue can. Yep, that's Water Hazard. Best served over ice with a slice of lemon or lime, whichever way you want to work it. Vodka-based cocktail, 5% ABV, citrusing, refreshing, and gluten-free. The very first canned cocktail from Founders. Perfect between innings or even between rounds. So the next time you're out, get in the drink with Water Hazard. Please drink responsibly.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
The next generation of Detroit sports media is here. Crunch Time is back on Woodward Sports. Join Jeff Iafrate and Booner Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Taking Detroit sports coverage to the next level with massive interviews, viral moments, and the best live reactions. Get ready, Detroit. The young guns are taking over. Crunch Time on Woodward Sports.
It's game on at Art & Jake's. Wings, burgers, pizza, and ice-cold drinks served up with attention to detail. Wall-to-wall TVs, great service, and a vibe that keeps your crew coming back. Art & Jake's, a sports bar setting with a fine dining flavor.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today. A network for the city, by the city. Woodward Sports is Detroit sports. Thank you to all the fans for making Woodward Sports your #1 online destination for Detroit sports. We promise not to drop the ball.
Oh, Jungle Juice is a bold, high-performance cannabis brand where raw power meets rugged innovation. Big oil and smooth performance. The new 2-gram XL delivers 2,000 milligrams of THC with all gas, no leaks. Designed to be clog resistant, inhale activated, and USB-C rechargeable for seamless users experience. Jungle Juice 2-gram XL comes in 12 different strain options for you. Jungle Juice can be found in over 250 dispensaries across Michigan. Follow Jungle Juice on Instagram at GetJungleJuice right now and go out and get yourself some today.
All right, final segment of the show, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal, Ruhl, Sean, Baligian, JB, Smooth, KAG, Young Joey, Generational Alex. Let's clean up some of these super chats here before we get to rest in peace. Who you're putting in the sports coffin. I ain't say that. I'd rather burn my money than go in on the WNBA League Pass. Well, you don't have to because Generational Alex is going to share his login with you.
Well, that was harsh.
Alex says just for you, I ain't say that. He'll share his login with you. Dante 151. Sean, you don't have a black Charles Rogers jersey with the Cheeto stains on it?
Mike Williams. Funyun chains.
I fell for Mike Williams bad. So bad. I'm on it. I'm the only honest guy in media.
Neal, you have no reason to remember this. We had Chris Carter on the day before the draft. And remember, he used to run Camp Carter.
Yeah.
And he literally, he didn't hold back. He goes, he's the laziest guy I've ever had. And so when they announced his name the next day, I lost it. I was doing the draft show with Stoney, and I walked out. That was a fun day.
He kind of got, and maybe not, like he would have ended up being this way anyway, but him and Clarette really got screwed over.
Yeah.
Like, how can you say, yeah, you can go to the
Yeah.
draft? So they say, okay, we're in, and then they're like, oh, we were kidding.
I don't think it changed the lazy
The
gene that
trajectory
was
of
in
him.
his body.
Yeah.
And he was. I remember Killer told me. He goes, after about 6 months. He looked at me. and He goes, dude, you're so right. And I go, what do you mean? He goes, this guy sits in front of us every day and tells us what we want to hear. Like he goes, I've never seen an athlete like that. You can see his mind working. Like he tells you. Now it's kind of funny if you remember later on his career, he kind of put in the work, and he was okay for a little bit with the Seahawks, as I recall. But just lazy.
Yeah.
Just lazy.
He destroyed Michigan in that Rose Bowl. Caught a pass, threw a pass, ran a touchdown. Like it was unbelievable. Mike Willett. Oh, he also Dante also said, rest in peace, James Harden. For the first time, he got swept. Yeah, that is. Rest in peace to the Cavs. Mike Willett, when is Stevie Y going to start cooking? He may be. But I'm not following it in the minors.
I don't know
anymore.
how. Is he prepared to make some crazy trade? Because the free agent market, that's not your freedom. That is not your freedom. It just isn't.
All right, it is time. Rest in peace Tuesday, even though it feels like a Monday, because it kind of is a Monday, but really it's Tuesday. But anyway, we still do it. It's still brought to you by Art and Jake's. Sean, we'll lead off with you then, man. Who you putting in the coffin for rest in peace?
The Colorado Avalanche, who are by far the best team in the National Hockey
crazy
League
to hear
this
you
year.
say that.
They look dead. They look dead. Vegas, and I'm going to say it again, I thought when they hired Torts, I thought that was a disaster in the making. It's worked. Colorado, congratulations. You had a beautiful little year. You got your little President's Trophy, and you aren't winning dick.
All right, fair enough. Michael Daniel, rest in peace, Riley Green at first base. Michael, you did your part. You tried, brother. You tried. Salute to you, my friend. JB Smooth, who you putting in the coffin for rest in peace?
Oh, this one should be easy. Rest in peace to one Mr. James Harden and the Cleveland Cavaliers. It was cute. It was cute, everybody. It was cute. It was fun. I'm sorry, James, but you know what? Those all NBA and those MVP years are just done. It is over with, especially when you gave this stupid quote from yesterday as well, too, saying it was 4-0, but I don't think we had a chance as far as our best shot. Genuinely, I do feel like we are the better team series-wise.
Like, how does that
after
make
being
sense?
down 3-0?
How do you say that?
And then
I don't
losing by
understand
40
I
at
don't-
the, just
I don't
quitting
understand
yesterday.
They just quit before halftime even happened. Man didn't even get to 20 points, not once in this series. So, rest in peace to James Harden and the Beard and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Christ is king in the chat. Rest in peace, Kenley Jansen. Some of us feared that going in. Mike G, rest in peace, Nate McKinnon, trusting his line mates. Probably. Young Joey, who you putting in the coffin?
So, you guys are not big golfers. Neal's a big golfer.
Yes.
Neal's going to have my back on this one. He's been so bad in his first 2 majors this year, and he's getting all caught up in the content creation, and he doesn't know what the fuck to do anymore. Bryson DeChambeau is in the coffin. R.I.P.
That's valid. There's a lot of people talking about that. When his live contract's done, he might just be a YouTube
He literally
content
said,
creator.
he went on air and he goes, I'm to the point in my career right now where I don't know if I want to focus more on professional or content creation. I'm stuck.
Which probably make more money doing the YouTube stuff.
Yeah, probably.
He probably would.
Got a lot in the bank.
Yeah.
But who wants to watch him when he can't get out of a bunker, Neal?
Because he hits the ball a mile, dude.
Yeah.
And you guys all fall for it. Don't act like you
the
don't.
long ball.
Yeah.
Chicks.
You guys love it.
He
so
should
just
go,
stop.
He should go back to being a science project again. Just get all huge and just, hey, watch the giant man hit the golf ball, right?
Yeah. No, you guys will all watch it. You guys always will. You say you won't, but Joey, you guys will. My rest in peace.
I do swing hard.
Schlitz beer. I don't know if you guys heard this. Schlitz, after like 170 years of making beer.
Oh, yeah.
Schlitz beer.
Wow.
It was. I think it was the NBA, the official beer of the NBA, the last time Knicks won the championship. Schlitz beer. Rest in peace, man. This one I'm genuinely like, rest in peace, Schlitz.
That was like seriously, like even money chance. I went over to one of my buddies' house in the 80s, and their old man had a Strohs or a Schlitz sitting next to him.
100%.
That
Or a
just-
Blatz.
Even money chance at one of those. Maybe PBR. You might get the PBR in there, but yeah, tip of the cap to Schlitz.
Yeah. 170 plus years, man.
Going strong.
Doing something right. Mr.
Man.
Schlitz made some cash.
The Fat Boys break up, and now Schlitz is out of
What
business,
a
dude.
tough run. Tough run.
All right. Well, I think that's all we got for you today, everybody. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Top 5 Wednesday. What did we say we were doing?
Top 5 Sean's.
Sean's, yeah.
Top 5 Sean's. That's right. The last of the tour. Top 5 Sean's. I forgot about that. So there you have it. I can't wait.
Doesn't matter about spelling.
No.
And you guys are assholes for doing that, too. Let's get that out of the way right now.
Oh, man.
No, it can be spelled any kind of way. Any kind of Sean.
Scene, Sean.
Yeah.
Sean.
Deshaun, like Deshaun
Deshaun
Watson.
Watson,
Could be on your
You
list.
can go rubbing and tug. I can do that.
All right, I
somebody's gonna
think
have
that's
Diddy
a
on
good
their
sign.
list, I know
That's a
that
good way
for
to
sure.
close it off.
All right, that's enough, everybody. For Sean Baligian, for KG, JB, Smooth, Young Joey, Alex, my name's Neal Ruhl. Thanks for tapping in, everybody. See you tomorrow. Well, see you later.